This is Musical Talk.
Musical Talk.
The UK's independent musical theatre podcast.
Musical Talk, the UK independent musical theatre podcast.
Welcome to this week's episode of Musical Talk. My name is Nick Hudson. I'm sitting here with a friend of mine whom you have not heard of before on this show, but he is called Reuben Kaye. Hello, Reuben.
Hiya, how you going?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good.
You're Australian, aren't you?
I am, you could tell by the accent.
Where are you from?
Melbourne.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. The most European of the cities of Australia.
What was funny is earlier you were telling me about different Australian accents.
Yeah, well, it's one accent and then it just sort of broadens the more cousins you sleep with. That's my opinion.
Very nice. We're going to do something quite fun today. An idea that I suggested, that behind me I have a very, 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 very large stack of programmes, and I'm going to pick some at random, and we're just going to flick through them, have a look, see if there's anyone we recognise, see whose careers are developed and what shows there were and who was in them and all that kind of stuff. So, bit of a fun, different episode. But Reuben, tell us what you're up to at the moment.
I, as well as doing musicals, also am a cabaret and burlesque performer. So I am performing tomorrow night, which is Thursday. Come down, Thursday the 18th, I'm going to say 18th of...
Someone knows when you're performing.
I know, someone has to. At the Soho Cabaret at Freedom. So come down, there's contortion, circus, burlesque, comedy, and then for some reason me. It's going to be a hootenanny, a hoot and a half. And then later... A hootenanny, I have no idea what that is. It just came out of my mouth, as so many things
Mary Poppins
do.
is a hootenanny, isn't she?
That's a terrible joke, and I hope you never have children. I then am emceeing. I'm emceeing the Hollywood Review for the London Burlesque Festival, which is coming up in about 2 weeks. However, my show is sold out. It was one of the first to sell out. But that's not just because of me. It's not just. It is not because of me. It's because of the amazing talent I have.
And you're good arrangers as well.
Well, I won't lie, Nick Hudson has been very instrumental, pun intended, in a lot of the songs that I sing. If you ever need backing tracks, arrangements done, this boy, he is a wunderkind. He is a genius. And in amongst that, I'll be going back and forth to Berlin to do other shows. So if you're ever in Berlin, look me up, Kookaburra Comedy Club, Schönhauser Allee.
I was on the South Bank the other day, and the Udderbelly is coming up. This is a big kind of huge comedy festival in London, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty new. It's about maybe 5 years. 5 years. It's run in part by South Bank and the
E4, I mean the TV channel.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fantastic. It is absolutely wonderful. And the best part is their program is completely varied and is always kind of moving, because they have a lot of variety nights. You never know who's going to be on. So it's a great way for new talent to get in there, as well as older, kind of more established acts. And touring shows, it certainly helps acts try out their shows in time for Edinburgh, which is fantastic. And then straight after that is the Wonderland Festival, Spiegeltent Festival, which comes up straight after, which means for about maybe 5 months of the year, London has this fantastic kind of central cabaret comedy circus bint.
In a tint.
If you're a New Zealander. I can't do that accent.
And it's brilliant because I like it because last year and this year again they're making it look like Coney Island. So they're doing all these kind of Victorian buildings, and there was a great bar last year that had bumper cars as the tables, and just really, and that area really comes alive. It's a great area any time of the year, but in the summer it sort of steps up its worth about 100 million %.
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, I shall not be performing, as I am travelling back to my native land. I'm hosting the Australian Burlesque Festival's national tour, which tours all around the country and highlights the best of burlesque and variety in Australia, but also has international headliners from the UK and the States and all over. I think we have some burlesquers from Norway and Iceland. I have no idea what burlesque in Iceland is, but I imagine they're very cold.
They wear more.
I hope they wear more.
They come on stage and they put clothes on.
It's a reverse strip. Do you know that is one of that? That's along with balloon pops, champagne pours. A reverse strip is actually a known act.
Yes.
A known act, as in a thing you would have in your repertoire as a burlesque, which I think is fantastic. In the burlesque competitions, which are coming up in Australia, well, they're about to do the finals for Miss Burlesque Australia and Mr. Boylesque Australia. That's one of the things they have.
Well, our good friend Catherine, who moved to LA a couple of years ago, she's now been voted Miss World out in America, which is very
in the
good.
burlesques.
No,
just Miss World, just Miss.
Just
she is the lady of the world.
I think so.
I want to know what are the requirements for Miss World? What do you have to do to prove that you're the best woman out of the world?
You need to be a woman first, Reuben.
That's me out then. That's
Barely.
Just by the skin of my teeth.
Or something else. So we're going to doing this little, well, not a game at all, but I'm going to hand Reuben 2 programs. He's going to have a look through them, and he's going to hand me. I'm just going to pick. I am telling the truth here, listeners. Do you want a brochure and a program for a different show?
Oh, I want 2 different shows.
Yes, but do you want a program for one and a brochure for the other?
What's the difference?
One is the souvenir brochure with all the posh photographs, and the other one is the cast information. So do you want 2 programs?
Why doesn't the souvenir brochure have the cast information?
So theatres can make money and make you buy 2.
But why don't they have the cast information?
Because you have to buy the program for that.
Then why do I want the brochure? I'd only care about the performers.
Okay, so you're saying you want 2 programs. Okay, so I'm going to pick out... and Reuben can attest that I am not looking, am I?
No, not at all. He's gazing at the entire series of Monk.
I have one. And here it is, Reuben. What is it?
It's Sister Act, the first musical I ever saw in the West End.
Oh, how appropriate.
Yes.
And immediately when you turn over, there's an advert for Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Doodah.
Yeah, which is, again, one of the...
Now, Sister Act was exciting because it's a rare thing. It was a brand new musical at the London Palladium. It was sort of brand new. It had played in America, kind of off Broadway.
Yeah, off.
Did you like the show, Reuben?
You know what? I thought it was a very... I can't lie. I didn't. I didn't like the show at all. I didn't. I intensely...
But it's so camp and loud.
But without anything behind it. This may be a complete career killer, and anyone who's a casting person out there, don't hold this against me. I love the movie. I really love the movie.
That was a lot of people saying.
And I think if you're going to do if you're going to do a musical of a movie that has such iconic songs, then do it properly and get the songs.
Well, they couldn't do that because Motown, which has just opened on Broadway, had the songs all tied up.
Yeah. In that case, don't do it. Don't do the show. If you can't get Salve Regina in there, that's everyone knows. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Salve Regina. Everyone knows that. Everyone even knows the Hail Mary, Hail Girls. Everyone knows that camp. Every homosexual in the West End was spitting chips in that audience. I guarantee you. And then I don't know. Maybe I loved the set with the spinning up, and that I was like, that's West End magic.
That I think I read somewhere the programming for that set alone cost £80,000 to develop.
Worth it. It was great. Best part of the show. I think that it was. I don't know. I know Patina's amazing, but on the
doing very well in Pippin at the moment on Broadway. We should say.
Who's she playing in Pippin?
The
Frustrada?
Jennifer, whatever her name is.
Jennifer?
The girl.
I'm an average, ordinary kind of woman. I would want to cast her as give her something interesting to do. That role ain't very, it's a bit it's just Stephen Schwartz going, meh, we need someone likeable, because no one in Pippin is likeable. Even Pippin isn't likeable.
Even Stephen Schwartz's wig isn't likeable.
Come on, somewhere there is a monk who went blind sewing that. Now, the thing is, with Patina Miller, I know she's fab, but the night I saw it, I just went, vocally, is she going to make it? And I don't think it's about her at all, because I've heard her sing on fab vocals. I just think it's part of this new composers thinking that everyone has to belt everything, and kind of trying to replace content and skill and pacing in shows with high notes to excite the gaze.
You can't say Alan Menken is one of these new composers.
He's composing in a new style, and I really what else? What apart from Little Shop of Horrors and the Disney, which has a lot of money behind it, what good songs has Alan Menken done? Little Shop of Horrors, Poor Unfortunate Souls, and Hunchback was with Schwartzman. Hunchback.
Schwartz.
No, it was Schwartzman, wasn't it?
Just Stephen Schwartz.
Well, yeah, Schwartz. It was great. I love Hunchback. No, 1 second. Stop recording for a second. Because who was the one who died?
Howard Ashman.
Ashman died. He didn't have Ashman, and Pocahontas he had Ashman, didn't he? No, he didn't.
Stephen Schwartz.
Yeah, Colours of the Wind. All that great stuff. He needs good people. Apart from that, he's gone all the Disney songs. I'm sorry, Hercules. I hated Hercules.
I love Hercules.
Hercules, I think, has no good songs except for Who's the Famous Gladiator? Everything else I'm like...
Go the Distance is a good song.
No. Go the Distance is not. Out There, brilliant.
Yes.
Go the Distance, leave it behind.
I think Raise Your Voice and Sister Act was a great song, and a great scene as well.
By that time, it's too late.
The thing a lot of people questioned with this show was...
Colourblind casting?
How can the nuns not sing, yet they sing? With the song when they're singing about their past.
No, I don't think... I think that's a matter for direction, because that's... because a good director, and I think he did it in this, I didn't have a problem with that, because you inherently believe that there is a difference between the way people sing from the heart, and they're singing as part of the plot, and when they actually have to sing.
The Diogenesis of music.
Yes. Sure, that's a very big word. It's like the one who sings, I could never really sing, but I couldn't really sing. What I couldn't do is sing in chorus line. No one's questioning when she's singing in the ensemble numbers. Know what I mean? All that kind of stuff that's no problem. But what I had a problem with was songs like, I'm gonna find that girl, I'm gonna kill that girl. I mean, oh, really? Are we not going to develop an idea?
I think that's a funny song, because you expect him to say, I'm going to love that girl, and it has some good... I think Glenn Slater did good in that show. I do like the score.
He played the role?
No, he wrote the song. He wrote the lyrics.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I just think... I just think comedy songs...
We had a big orchestra as well, which we're looking at in the programme. It was a big show.
I know it was a big show. That doesn't mean a good show. That doesn't mean... I've seen... Some of the best stuff I've seen is had, one guy on a harmonica, with a twitch. It was fantastic.
The Bob Dylan show.
Yeah. Can't knock Bob Dylan. He kind of sounds a bit like a broken down car, but his songs are great. If he just shouldn't sing them anymore because he can't sing.
Like Leonard Cohen.
No,
Yes.
Leonard, no, you and I disagree on this. Leonard Cohen's songs are brilliant, and Leonard Cohen singing them is heartbreaking and wonderful, and it makes you cry, and it's full of anger and pain and disillusionment, and who cares if he has 3 notes? All of them flat. I love his version of Hallelujah, where it's just, I heard there was a secret chord David played. It's like Elaine Stritch had a stroke, and you know what? I fucking love it. And when I hear people over-sing his stuff, it just makes me die. But then again, I love Katie Lang, who over-sings everything. So it's entirely just based on...
She did an Alan Menken song, going back to Sister Act, sort of, 6 Degrees of Separation. She did on Home on the Range.
As part of the Hymns of the 49th Parallel album?
No.
Is Alan Menken Canadian?
No. Alan Menken, there was a film musical Disney did called Home on the Range, and Katie Lang did the opening song called A Little Patch of Heaven.
Sounds good. She would have sung the crap out of it too.
Did you ever see the Dame Edna bit with Katie Lang?
Oh my God, that's a hilarious interview. Let's go on to the next one.
I'm going to pick another programme. Right. Shall I go near the top or near the bottom?
How about we go in the middle?
Okay, go in the middle. Oh. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
The whole world is falling over behind
dear,
me.
we've had a casualty. Where's Equity? Get the union in. This is not safe.
I'll choose another one.
Someone needs to tape this down.
This will be cut out, by the way.
No, it won't. Keep it in. This is comedy gold.
Is this even a program?
Oh.
It's a little cassette on the front with Les Mis, a very old program.
It's a
of
really
Les
old.
Mis.
And can I say, you open it out and it has what looks... It's Alan Rickman in an ad for theatre tokens.
Token line number.
Is 071240880. God.
What do we have on the
This is old.
left-hand side?
The original cast recordings of Miss Saigon, Les Mis, the international cast recording, and then the original London cast recording.
An order form.
Oh, and for Hey Mr. Producer. Oh, Hey Mr. Producer.
Now, this is interesting because it's got all the adverts for shows that aren't playing here.
That were on in 1992, like Kiss of the Spider-Woman, which is actually a musical about something, and is phenomenal, and has issues, and drama, and it's inaccessible to anyone without half... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's in
the programme for Les Mis.
It's... makes me crazy. All right, let's go Les Mis. Let's go. I saw Les Mis recently. I don't know which cast it was, and believe me, it doesn't matter. I needed to be told what was going on, because there were moments where I just went,
what's going on?
Why did Javert just roll off stage in a gobo? And someone said, he's just jumped off a bridge. I went, did the Queen's Theatre not have a trapdoor? Did they not? I just found a lot of the direction, and this is the thing, this isn't about Les Mis, this is about long-running shows, and especially long-running shows that run for...
a long time.
Yeah, like 20 years, when directorial choices change and the technology changes, and I would just say that sometimes updating them, like the tour was updated, or like Phantom at Royal Albert Hall and the tour were updated in terms of their direction. I would say that should happen. They shouldn't necessarily be preserved.
I mean, I've seen Trevor Nunn's production once at this theatre from which the programme comes, the Palace Theatre. Had no clue what was going on. Saw the tour production, which was brilliant, at the Barbican. Had slightly more idea what was going on. But it was only until the movie that I was able to fully tell the whole story to someone else.
Yes, well, I think that's also about subject matter. Do you know? I think that trying to adapt Victor Hugo's Les Mis... Have I got that right? Is it Victor Hugo's Les Mis? I am. I'm good. Oh my god.
Full marks. You're doing very well.
Avid reader. Trying to adapt a book like that into a musical... It's inaccessible as it is.
It's like Lord of the Rings when they tried to do that, wasn't it?
Well, I think that was just beyond useless. I didn't see it, by the way, so I could be very wrong, and I know a lot of people are very big fans, but when I don't like Lord of the Rings, I don't like the movies, I don't like the books, I've tried to read them, and I just go, oh god, not another fucking elf, Tolkien. And
talking, even.
Is that how it's pronounced? Good. I can't make another error. But I just kind of think subject matter, people. And some things just shouldn't be done. And some things are too big, too commanding, too huge in their scope to effectively be put on stage.
When Les Mis did open, it was about 9 hours long. So they obviously took the novel word for word and put it on stage.
Yeah, but you know what? I have no problem with a theatre piece that's 9 hours long. I love difficult theatre like that. Great Expectations in Australia had 3 intervals.
Was that Trevor Nunn's production?
No. I don't think so.
Because the RSC did a production of, I think it was Nicholas Nickleby. It was about 6 hours long.
Yeah, I'm not fussed with that. What I do have an issue with is them saying, we're going to move to a smaller theatre and cut it to 2 hours because we don't want to pay the unions. I just go, right. You saying you've created a life-changing, amazing piece of theatre that changes people's lives and affects people throughout the world, which is what they claim, and it's true, it has. It's affected a lot of people. It's not my cup of tea, because I love, chords and keys more than D major.
Or D minor, even.
Let's erase that and we'll start from this. Do you know what? They say that this has affected a lot of people, and they've created a musical that affects a lot of people, and that's true. And that's what they say. It's not my cup of tea because I prefer chords and keys other than D major. And I did it again, didn't I?
Or D minor, even.
Exactly. But I think if you're editing it for financial reasons, as
This
opposed
episode.
to,
This episode.
like this episode, more than you are artistic reasons, then
But Cameron's always changing things. He cannot leave well enough alone. I mean, he's trying with Martin Gare again.
good. If that's the thing, if something's not working, then you change it and you try again. But if something's a hit and then you go, right, it's a hit, everyone's going to come and see it, I'm going to edit it now so I get to pay less, so they pay the same. I'm like, well, that's just a bit...
Or more.
Or more. Well, I'm not sure. I don't know the price, but I just find that a bit mercenary. And I know it's a business. I'm not negligent to that fact, but it's just a little sad. Apart from that, Les Mis... Les Mis not my cup of tea. A bit ridiculous. A bit overblown and needs more. Did
you see the film?
Yes, I
The
did.
Australian film?
No.
Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe performances of the year?
No. Well, for different reasons. No, I don't think they were performances of the year. I think Hugh Jackman acted it brilliantly. I just think that if you are going to be in a movie musical and you have the possibility to edit and do things and get everything right and make it definitive, then get a singer who can sing everything as it was meant to be sung in the same keys and not sing Bring Him Home like a panicked bleating of a tuberculosis-ridden sheep. It's that beautiful intro, and it is really love that.
Yes, when Puccini wrote it for Madame Butterfly.
Exactly. But then you just hear them...
Listen to the humming chorus, listeners, and you'll see what we mean.
Oh my goodness me, I've never known anyone more elitist towards their own listeners. It's brilliant. But then you have this beautiful intro and starts, and then you just hear this... Bring him home! And I probably blood my... But you know what, But... I have friends who are in the cast, who are acting in it, and they said he did that 18 takes in a row, not a skipped beat, so there's no doubt about his vocal chops. I just go, not the right person for the role, or maybe not the right, and also like Suddenly was a terrible song. Suddenly I'm leaving the theatre. That's what's happening. You might add it into the show. Cameron wants to add it into the... Of course he does. It's fun. He edited the show down from 3 hours and now he wants to add the extra hour on by that fakakta song. It's a terrible song. And it was written purely so that they could be in the running for Best Song at the Oscars. And they were... Did they win?
No.
They were snubbed. Who won?
Don't know.
Great.
We'll do one more programme. Actually, we'll do a big brochure for you.
I'll do a big brochure.
So,
I feel like I've just been a twat.
I'm blindly picking one. It probably will fall on my head again, but let's have a look. Here we go. What's this? Oh, hold this.
Oh no, I have the mic. I have the power. So, listeners,
we were talking about this earlier.
Oh, fantastic! Here's a show.
So I just handed Reuben the brochure for Jerry Springer, the opera.
We were just talking about this because we were talking about what it was, whether it was, and it was an opera, but it was more than that, and what its message was. And so many people sort of just said, "Oh, it's just horrible. It's
swearing and this, that, and the other."
But also, it was an atheist manifesto. It was totally it was impaling, kind of.
The second half was pure Stuart Lee, wasn't it, in a way? And Stuart Lee was a stand-up comedian who was brought in to bring the show to more than just being a parody of the Jerry Springer Show, which is what the first half is.
Yeah. It's at once a horrible satire, a nasty, biting satire and parody and comment on the American society and their fascination with grotesquerie and all of these sorts of things, but also spearing Jerry Springer's own greed and manipulation of his piece of power, much like another daytime TV host we were also talking about today. But also, it's an atheist manifesto because it's also spearing how ridiculous the people in the Bible were. You know what I mean? And how ridiculous the idea of a God who needs us all the time Why, if he's God, does he need us? All this sort of thing, and then also trying to push social mores and boundaries of taste. I loved it. It was irreverent, and you know what? Sure, could have used some editing. Sure, whatever, but it was still phenomenal.
Now, the show, the big show at the moment in London is the Book of Mormon, and I've long said on this podcast that Jerry Springer the Opera was more original than Book of Mormon. Do you agree with that?
I can't say because I haven't seen Book of Mormon.
As a religious piece, you know, kind of with swearing in it and all that. The Americans claim it to be, you know, this is the greatest musical ever because it's cutting edge and it's satirical, but
it's not going to say anything we haven't heard before. I will put a bet on that.
Whereas Jerry Springer seemed to move the theatre forward more 7 years ago.
Jerry Springer had a point, and Jerry Springer predated this atheist boom. You know, the death of Christopher Hitchens and the fervor with which he kind of promoted his own atheist beliefs and his anti-religious beliefs sparked this huge kind of Richard Dawkins, Christopher Hitchens based furor about atheism, and that was also part of intelligent design and creationism being taught in schools. Jerry Springer was very timely because it predated, not by much, a lot of that, and all of the religious protests about this kind of
people who didn't see the show.
Yeah, but are you really going to expect them to? Are you like, sorry, it's like a woman going, Obama's a communist, and this is actually true, and a man went, right. By the way, what is a communist? And go, I'm not going to add it up for you. You just look and see if he's a communist. And you go, do you know what a communist is? Look, if you don't know what it means, she didn't know what it meant. Brilliant. I love Americans for this reason.
Well, Jerry Springer was also the here it was ground. I'll start sentence again.
Try, please.
Jerry Springer was also groundbreaking because it was the first show to be televised, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was.
Well, it was in our lifetime. It was a big TV event, and the British, the BBC did it, and the license fee payers who were opposed against the musical burnt their TV licenses outside in protest.
How ridiculous! Because I'm sorry, do they watch every program on television?
That was the argument. You don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
Watch something else.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm sure if it's just stupid. It's like me saying, well, I'm going to burn my TV license because there was sport on TV that didn't have naked men, which is the only way I will watch sport unless it's rhythmic gymnastics.
And on that note, we'll leave it there. So, Reuben, thank you very much for wonderful bursting into the musical talk world. You're very welcome to come back anytime you wish.
I hope you've had fun, listeners. I've had a ball or two. Awkward pause.
So we talked about Les Mis, Jerry Springer the Opera, and Sister Act, 3 very different shows. For more information, please visit musicaltalk.co.uk. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/musicaltalk, or Reuben is on Twitter
at Reuben Kaye.
At Reuben Kaye.
That's it. Kaye.
Kaye. So you can follow him there, and thank you very much for listening. We'll see you very soon with another episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.